Hey guys, what's up? Kirby Strikes here. Just want to welcome you to my channel. I'm back with another episode of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen Star Wars The Clone Wars Conversion Mod. Hope you guys enjoy.
Wait too long on that, Commander. We have to start making contact with other regions soon if we're going to build a global resistance and take on Advent.
New objective added.
Looks like you won't have time for that just yet, though. Remote reconnaissance may have found something not far from our current position.
Avenger plotting new course.
Commander, while we're waiting for new missions or the completion of our research, we can pass time by scanning at sites like this one. On your order, we'll start our scans of the surrounding area.
I take it this was easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The results, however, it's best you see for yourself. My autopsy of the Advent captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the Commander. But there are differences.
What kind of differences?
The data you see is being pulled directly from this Advent captain's implant. The sequence here is essentially you, Commander. Or at least the tactical information they were processing through your mind. As you can see, the data is nearly identical.
They were using you against us.
Yes, however, the Advent data shows signs of decay. Removing the Commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network?
Yes, what we're seeing here is a psionic network. These implants are capable of receiving and transmitting information, a great deal of information, somehow encoded in a stream of psionic energy. My working theory? Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe. Even in the subject's diminished condition, the implant continues to have an effect. A truly astonishing achievement.
Or a weakness?
Potentially. But I need direct access to their network to know for sure.
I'm guessing that won't be easy.
We'd need an active link. And that would mean hacking a live Advent officer.
Like I said, not easy. Still, it's the best lead we've got. Your call, Commander.
New objective added.
We're ready to move when you are, Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest information.
The Advent captain seems to provide a means of stabilizing the link between the local subordinates and the Advent network tower itself.
Commander, if we're going to try to build this skulljack that Tygan came up with, we're going to need a specialized facility to test it out.
Commander, the science team has grown particularly interested in this field of research. So much so that their inspiration could lead to vast improvements in our research efficiency. However, we must act fast. Despite their brilliance, they are a fickle group. I will begin our research immediately. I've seen members of the crew quietly glancing at the scar on my neck. If I wasn't forced to remove the chip myself, the incisions might have been cleaner.
I've got to hand it to the aliens. The invasion was one thing. All their advanced technology. They had the drop on us for sure. But Advent, there's something we could never have prepared for, even with better gear. Between the propaganda, the handouts, and a seemingly endless supply of reinforcing peacekeepers, They're nothing but trouble for an upstart resistance movement.
We'll start work on the new facility right away, Commander. I'll send word when it's up and running.
Too trusting, John. The skirmishers are Advent. Advent is the enemy. The enemy is food.
Try not to bring that up when we meet, Volk.
You take their side after all we've seen these years.
Look, I'm not exactly having drinks with them, but they did hold up their end of the bargain. What about you?
Wait and see. Volk out.
Actually think they might show up. Commander, that was Konstantin Volokov, Volk to his friends. He and his Reapers are a big part of the reason why you're standing here today. Volk may be a little rough around the edges, but he's the real deal. Heads one of 3 resistance groups operating independently from us that we consider a legitimate threat to Advent. Together, they'd make one hell of a fighting force. Too bad they hate each other. Still, we've made some unlikely progress. Volk's Reapers may have found you, but they weren't acting alone. They were tipped off by a group of Advent defectors known as the Skirmishers. No one's big on working with these guys, knowing where they came from. But you wouldn't be here without their help. Both the Reapers and the Skirmishers have agreed to suspend hostilities provided you serve as the go-between. Trust doesn't come easy between these two, so we're heading for a nice, quiet spot on neutral ground. Even so, let's not take any chances. Intel on this area is weak, and we're picking up strange chatter on comms. Not to mention we're ending a decade-long blood feud today. I'd advise our soldiers to be fully prepared before we deploy on this one, Commander. Good luck.
Some of my people could use a hand in the field. Shouldn't be anything too tough. What do you say?
Not sure how long our contacts are going to wait for us, Commander. So I'd recommend we proceed as soon as possible. All available soldiers are standing by to deploy.
Setting course for the Arctic territories.
Each faction has agreed to allow a 2-person squad to escort them to the rendezvous point. Hopefully that should be enough to keep them from killing each other. We've got a temporary ceasefire in place for the duration of the meet, but still, that doesn't mean we shouldn't be ready for anything. Reapers and skirmishers have been at each other's throats for years, so we're keeping the exact meeting points strictly need to know. You'll split into 2 squads, rendezvous with each faction, and bring their envoy directly to the location of the meet. Officially, this city no longer exists, so we don't expect a lot in the way of Advent resistance. Still, keep your eyes peeled. It's been about 20 years since we last stepped foot in this place. Proceed to the first set of coordinates. Firebrand and the second team will head to the next drop point.
Detecting increasing biological signatures in the area ahead.
Then I'd say we're in the right place. Stay sharp out there today, people. Just because this city was abandoned doesn't mean it's lifeless.
If you are hungry, there's more where that came from. Impressive reflexes, but unnecessary.
Stand down. We're all friends here.
You are safe here. More so than you imagine. We shall see if the same holds true for these skirmishers of yours. Your presence already disturbs them. We must move quickly. My people will take care of this camp. Come.
Uploading the coordinates to the rendezvous point now. We've plotted the most direct route there. We don't know much about the skirmisher contact you'll be meeting other than his name. Mox.
Mox? Praetor Mox? His death squads wiped out entire camps of my people in the first years of the war. You would dare do this?
Pretty sure hands are bloody on both sides of this fight. That's the whole point of this intervention.
Reapers are born in the shadows, in the cold, harsh world that was waiting for us out there. We rely on stealth and long-range attacks. And our marksmen are unmatched by even the best XCOM has to offer.
My life is in your hands. I am at your service.
Troopers, move in!
Damaged and dormant all these years, these devices still emit trace elements of unstable radiation. I cannot fathom what they were like in their original function.
We were there, Doctor. You're better off having missed it.
Baseball, move fast!
No more time for regret. We are not alone.
Those things, they still look like people.
What was human died years ago. Only the taint of the aliens survives now. Where there is one, more will follow. You must not hesitate to destroy them.
Let's have some fun.
killed the whole damn it!
These creatures' DNA has mutated well beyond what we would classify as human. Perhaps the result of long-term exposure to the alien radiation from those pods. Though why anyone would subject themselves to that?
When the governments fell, millions starved. Many fled to cities such as this to scavenge for food. They did not evil. These creatures' true strength lies in their numbers. As you can see, they fall. If we are careful, we will prevail.
Baseball, move fast!
I need to reload. Volk says I am to obey.
Move, move! Oh! Move it!
My people have encountered these beings before. At first, they may appear mindless, but they hear quite well. In great numbers, they can be very deadly. I will reposition. Return to your job. They found it. Tell your gods I'm coming. You must keep me resupplied. I loaded the gun myself.
Move it! Secure the zone! Delivering the kill!
An entire city of our own people. Let's turn into these things.
Yes. All we can offer them now is a merciful death.
Hostile neutralized!
No compromises. I strike from the darkness. be swift.
Bastard hard! Setting up a shot!
These creatures are worse even than Advent. They have no cause, no fear. They simply exist. If we do not defeat the aliens soon, we will become little more than they are.
Target destroyed! See that? Take aim!
I'm on the move.
Extraction point is close, but looks like these things don't want to make it easy for you.
We will make it to your pet Advent in time.
Move forward! Confirmed kill!
We risked all this for pray tell not? If he is not what you say he is, I shall kill him myself.
Looking forward to this meeting already.
One of many. My ammunition is nearly the shadow sailors. The only fate
Biological
possible for
readings in
aliens.
your general area are clear. No more creatures on approach.
For now.
Then let's not linger here. Head to the evac coordinates now.
Troopers, move in!
Central. The biological signatures are grouping into a singular mass. One closing in on...
You should have a clear path through now. Second squad is already en route to Mox. Proceed to the rendezvous and await their arrival.
Oh, we'll be there.
Looks like trouble ahead. The rendezvous could be compromised. Stay focused. Contact! Get down! We may have a bigger problem here. I'm guessing that's our man. Well, our contact anyway.
Crocksod. Advent. Hobbit. Moxtala. 410. They were sent here to hunt. To purge the Drop 10. The Lost. Our meeting point is still secure. She is free of the imposter gods. I would give anything that all my kind could say the same. Even sit down with your Reapers. Now, we must go.
Rendezvous with Outrider is further ahead. Proceed through this district as quickly as possible, but be careful. Something tells me this city still has a few more surprises to throw our way.
Surprises are the least of our worries today. It is these Reapers of yours that are of true concern.
We, the Skirmishers, were created by the false gods of this world to serve and die as their puppets. We retain all that we were and more, and our prowess in battle serves us well in our cause. In close combat, none can stand opposed to us.
A confident approach.
Let's move fast. Get ready for attack. Like we drilled, go!
Heading out.
Fast and hard. Let's have some fun.
Don't remember seeing these things before.
You were not meant to. Purifiers were created with a singular purpose, to contain the Drop 10, the Lost. We must eliminate this patrol quickly before others arrive.
Fine by me. Take them down.
Move it.
I'm on it. Firing incendiary. Moving to position. Toasty.
Flank intensified.
Fast and hard.
You weren't kidding when you said those tanks could explode. Careful with these things. We don't need to take any unnecessary chances.
Let's go.
They're shifting their attack.
The patrol has been liberated. May their lives not be lost in vain. We must push forward and complete our mission.
Works for me. Move out. This is no patrol. It's an army.
Yes, one we do not have time to face.
Everyone, get back! Purifiers may be down, but unfortunately, that was our extraction point.
I fear that is not the worst of it. Multiple biological signatures rapidly on approach to your position.
The Lost. The sound of combat excite them. They are drawn to it.
And you just blew up a fuel truck?
There was no other choice. Find an alternate exit. We will deal with the Lost. Draklar. Dashers. They are not as docile as the rest of their kind.
An apt description. It would seem that mutation has somehow accelerated these Dashers' metabolism, allowing enhanced speed and agility. with a corresponding increase in aggression.
These Lost seem to be pretty sensitive to noise. The sounds of combat are likely to draw even more of them.
Service is over. I'm reloading weapon.
Found a new route that should get you to the rendezvous point safely. The Lost are still converging on the area, so make it fast.
That will not be a problem.
Move forward! Covering the kill.
Moving far.
Let's have some fun. Like we drilled, go! Take aim!
Covering distance.
Troopers, move in! Hold positions here!
Whoa.
Outrider and the first team should be waiting for you ahead. I know this wasn't the easiest stop, but I have to believe it'll still be worth it in the end.
That depends on the Reapers.
Rendezvous point directly ahead. Let's try and play nice today, people.
So, Advent's most brutal captain comes to atone for his crimes.
I am no longer that being. I am free now.
Taking off that helmet does not change what you are. Reapers have long memories. Elder Cruxard. Anytime.
The way I see it, we have two options. Join forces and kick the Elders off our world, or kill each other here and now. The choice is yours.
No one has ever done that before. No one shall ever do that again.
What the hell is that?
Vox Prima, Elder Assassin, relentless death that stalks my kind. Butcher of free Advent.
My people face another like her. They are the undying, Advent's curse upon us. We must combine strength if we are to have any chance of success.
You are welcome to try.
Your Reapers face a being such as this?
They appeared without warning years ago. Had they not, we would have already regained our home.
Such arrogance. The Elder's will extends throughout the universe. I am but one of their instruments.
Let's have some fun.
I see everything.
do you command? No trespassers.
Move forward!
A new world awaits me. But you will never see it.
I can cover it.
Like we drilled, go!
It will take more than superficial wounds to slow my advance. That will not be enough to stop me.
I have failed us.
Never commit to strike unless you are truly ready.
I must improve.
Will you actually train for combat?
In big trouble here!
Perhaps someone of more skill should try. Make your peace. To the cover of darkness. A wealth of information awaits me. I need only tear it from the depths of your soldier's enfeebled mind.
It looks like the Chosen knocked one of our soldiers into a daze. We need to get someone over there to help them get back on their feet before that thing can move in and attack.
Faithful, move up! Let's have some fun.
Volk says I am to obey. Where would you be without me?
I admire your attempts at loyalty, as futile as they might be.
I am at your service.
Assigning weapon.
Ready to go.
I am coming for you.
Defensive position!
I will reposition. I'll watch closely.
Covering the kills. Let's go.
Moving far.
Let's have some fun.
One goes, the other falls. You will join your compatriots soon enough.
We have to expect our soldiers to feel the strain of combat eventually. We just have to give them enough time to recover properly.
I must move.
We have a soldier down. Get them back on their feet on the double.
Move forward! Back to the fight!
The wind must have picked up.
I had expected something more.
Move, move!
Moving. I go.
All positions here.
No rock can break this wave. Their fear grows, Commander. I suspect they tell me a great deal about your operations.
I move. Throwing explosive.
cowardly strike.
Require a resupply.
I had not expected this conflict to be so exhilarating. You surprised me, XCOM. Still, the Elder's will is that none survive this day. I cannot leave that to fortune.
The sonic dispersal waves emitting from that pod are crisscrossing a massive area.
Meaning that thing just rang the dinner bell for every remaining Lost in the city.
An accurate assessment. The entire Lost biomass seems to be converging on this position.
Then let's get you all the hell out of there. Firebrand's en route to the evac coordinates now. Get moving.
Initial analysis of these creatures' movement patterns reveals an almost coordinated attack strategy. Perhaps they're not the mindless automatons they initially appeared to be. An intriguing, if not horrific, possibility.
Let's have some fun.
I can get there. many of these creatures can still be in this city?
Advent City purifier squads into these cities for years, yet somehow the Lost survive, even thrive. We do not know why.
Back at it!
My life is in your hands.
Like we drilled, go! Let's go!
A competent approach.
Let's have some fun. Covering fire, go! On your rear!
I did not exist when this city stood whole. Still, I feel revulsion at what happened to this place, to these people.
I believe you.
Oh! Positions here.
No one will mourn them. I will need more ammo. I must move quickly.
Move forward! Hostile neutralized! Blast it! Blast it! Guns off, buy me time! Faithful, move fast!
A great distance.
Move it! Come on!
The enemy is flanking. full support!
There will come a day when my people take back this place for our own.
If they are all like you, that is a likely possibility.
No time to spare.
Yes, Commander. I am targeted.
Detecting additional Lost converging near the evacuation coordinates. I advise caution. It would seem the Lost are on to our strategy.
It is the Elder's will that this alliance fall. It will take more than mere Lost for that to happen. for the free! My weapon is nearly empty. Their casualties grow. I must have ammunition. To that position. Reloading.
Moving!
Firebrand's in position, but the evac zone's even hotter than we thought. Running out of time here, people.
Tell her to hold as long as she can. We will be there. It's not too far.
A-10 Batal. I will watch.
Troopers, move it! Like we drilled, go!
They live no more.
Central, the sheer magnitude of the biomass converging upon this position is staggering. If our team does not evacuate now...
The entire swarm converges upon us. We cannot hold this position much longer.
Outrider to Avenger, where the hell's our exit? This is as low as I can get her!
No! I do not intend to die this day. I will follow. Foxtrot 410.
Time to return home, traitors. No.
Our new alliance with these outlying resistance factions presents an intriguing opportunity to study the varying means of survival they each employed all these years.
Commander, the media is a powerful tool. Just ask Advent's propaganda machine. I say it's time we turn it against them. By spreading the word of our soldiers' exploits in combat, we can bolster morale throughout the Resistance.
We can thank Advent for the inspiration.
chosen a different means of resistance. But our people fight for the same reason, for the world we once knew. Together we will end this occupation. Or die trying.
The Resistance factions take a more flexible approach to training than traditional soldiers. They can often learn multiple new abilities with each promotion. They will adapt to follow your choices, Commander. Mental fatigue starts to impact our soldiers' tactical effectiveness when they don't have a chance to rest. We should give them a few days off to recover if we can manage it.
Your pathetic attempt at subterfuge has failed, and now one of your soldiers is my captive.
You know, I probably wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for your father. He was something of a miracle worker.
Getting the Avengers' power back online was a miracle. I'm not entirely sure how he deciphered their system, but we'd still be half buried in the sand if he hadn't. He gave everything he had to get the ship running. But he didn't live long enough to see her fly.
We owe you both a debt of gratitude.
You can honor his memory by using this ship to destroy the aliens wherever we find them.
You'll get no argument here.
The Resistance factions can help us locate our captive soldier if we deploy on a covert action alongside them.
Thank you for sending additional support staff to assist me, Commander. I will make sure they are put to good use.
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first. Commander, I'm going to need more help on the engineering team before I can start clearing out some of these other rooms. We should recruit an engineer. Just give the word and I'll get started, Commander. I've had a chance to take a closer look at some of the Advent weapons recovered from the field. The alloy used in their frames is significantly lighter, making them more suited to the human form. I'm guessing it's the same material we've seen them using all over the colonies, but they'd have to be producing it from something here on Earth. They seem to have an endless supply of this stuff.